Alright, I just landed. I'm waiting for my buddy to pick me up from the airport. It's a beautiful morning. We'll see if he shows up. Yep, it's hot out. It's definitely... So I have been dying to talk about this topic for a while now, just because of the fact that, sorry, the dog's running around, so that's what's... This is my buddy Samson, good dog. So he's running around, so I apologize if you hear any jingling of his collar. He's looking at me right now like I'm talking to him. Okay, so in this video, or in this segment, I guess, I really want to talk about my 5, I guess there's 6, of my most hated EDM artists, like the artists in electronic dance music that I hate. If you know me, I really like electronic dance music, but over, the last like 8 years of my life since I've been listening to it, I've found some artists that I absolutely despise. So I kind of have a list here, and I'm going to start with my first one, Tiesto. Tiesto was the first artist I disliked. First, I didn't like his music. I really didn't care for it. It sounded, I don't know, it just never stuck out to me. The song Red Lights, I'm sorry, it's a garbage song. I just halfway produced and just, I don't know, not a fan. On top of that, when I first started hating on Tiesto was when I first got into electronic dance music. And I was listening to this indie European guy, British guy, I guess, and named Andy Hunter. I really like his style. Tiesto would come through on Pandora and I'd be like, what is this garbage? This isn't what I'm trying to listen to. I've just never liked him. Okay, so number two, Marshmellow. Marshmellow and another artist that I'll get to in a second have very cookie cutter EDM garbage. All of his songs sound like they came out of a video game at one point that were meant to be like generically written songs, but then he branded it under Marshmellow. And this brings me to my third guy, Slushy. Slushy and Marshmellow, for me, I mean, part of it is because I don't care for either. I really don't, but they all sound the same. To me, they sound identical, and because of that, you could take any Marshmellow song and any Slushy song, mix them together, and I would never know that it was from one or the other, if that makes any sense. Number 4, Dubs. Alright, DVBBS. Dubs. This is purely because of the name. I remember getting into EDM, and I remember going to one of my buddies, and I was like, how do you pronounce this? He's like, to be honest, I have no idea, but it could be Dubs or Dubs. I don't know. The next one, Wolfgang Gartner. I haven't listened to a lot of his music in a while, partly because I've always disliked it, but I remember seeing him. I used to be a really big Deadmau5 fan. Since those days of liking Deadmau5, I started liking Deadmau5 when I was in like 7th grade, and is how I started liking Deadmau5 was I was in LA, or I was in Hollywood, and I remember hearing his song over like this mall, and I remember seeing the music video for Ghosts and stuff, and I was like, I kind of like this. So I used Shazam, found the song, and I got hooked. As simple as that. I really like Deadmau5. But because of that, Wolfgang Gartner, and I believe Deadmau5 did some collaborations. So on Pandora, I used Pandora a lot in junior high, Wolfgang Gartner would come up, and his music was just, in my opinion, never as good as Deadmau5. So this gets me to my last one. And a lot of people are gonna hate me for this. A lot of people are gonna hate me for this. All right, last one, number 6, Chainsmokers. They had a good start, they had a good run, but I simply think that they are still trying to go off of the steam of, some of their original songs. Okay, so with Chainsmokers, I first heard about Chainsmokers in about 2013 when their song Selfie went viral on YouTube. Like a lot of people, I was pretty interested. Selfie was honestly a really garbage song to begin with, but I mean, it was new, whatever. But then a little while later, the song Roses came out, and that was a big success, and I really liked Roses, and I liked some of the songs that, followed that. This is when I think things started to go downhill. They had their collaboration in 2016 with Coldplay, which was Something Just Like This. The song Something Just Like This sounds a lot like Roses, and there's a couple other songs that just sound like Roses, and I feel like they're trying to ride off that one success in a lot of way. And this brings me to my next point about it. Their newer songs, I've listened to some of them, they're okay, but nothing beats the old Chainsmokers, so I think at this point, they're kind of quote-unquote washed. So I don't know. I was really disappointed to have that one in my list because I used to really like the Chainsmokers, but at this point, I'm just not a fan of them. Kind of wrapping this up. So I am in Phoenix the rest of the week. I'm helping my aunt with a website. That's why I'm here. Maybe I'll go into some details on more what's that all entails later. But pretty much, the one thing, pretty much I've had a great time in Phoenix, hanging out with friends and family and whatnot. And I'm sure I'll have another video from down here. That's currently where I am, if you haven't been able to tell. It's been really hot, but I really like it either way. So anyway, another video dropping later. Thank you everybody. I'll see you later.